would be above the. Well, no, no, no. The barrier spins back there at the ground level, so you would still get hit by it. I think
Yeah.
it's a big spinning trigger.
I thought it was some. I thought it was something else.
No, it would have made sense to do a proximity, but we spun a trigger, and so it's spinning out here right now. And then you can resize the trigger and do a different area.
All right. How is everybody?
The trigger is smaller, I think.
How's everybody doing?
Maybe not. You used to be able to.
My food's on its way.
Hello?
It's been about enough time.
Is this thing working?
My voice is far.
Oh yeah, interesting. They added that message this week, didn't they? Everyone else saw that too, I'm assuming?
What happened?
Apparently if your voice changes, I can show you.
Your voice is now traveling neutral. Oh, that's different, huh? Your voice is now travel far.
Yeah, I've not seen that before.
Oh,
No. I think it's the same feature. I don't think we added that to the world.
Mess pop up or what?
Yeah. So all I'm doing is changing the voice settings and
Test,
just automatically
test.
doing that.
Well, that looks cool.
Hello?
Good.
Hello?
We can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yep, sounds very well.
Yeah, it's quiet, but we can hear you.
Okay, there we go. How is everybody?
You have mic issues?
Good, man.
No, not really. Should I try to join on my phone with my glasses?
No. I just meant before were you having mic issues. You sound fine now.
Oh, I had to. I switched the device over. It was running on the wrong device, so at least that was an issue.
You guys want to say something new?
What?
Oh.
You gotta look at your screen. It's gonna pop up.
It's not showing for mobile.
Oh. Are you on mobile or headset right now?
What kind of on?
Headset. What am I looking for?
A pop-up message when I change your voice?
Very low down. Said change voice. Yeah.
Yeah, that's new, isn't it?
Yeah, it was pretty far down there.
Oh, you couldn't see it very well?
I mean, it was the very bottom.
Interesting. You got Pro though?
Yeah. Yeah, and the controllers take forever to update.
Yeah, for me, it's like, it's not that far down. Can you see the mic when you're talking?
Yeah, that's also in that same spot.
Yeah, it's the same spot for me, but it doesn't look that low to me.
Probably the Pro.
Yeah, maybe. Like if I put my arm straight out, it's like here. If the head's like upright. So it's like at the edge of the.
I think it looks straight forward. Right here.
If I can go like center of eyepiece down, it's more like. Let's see, it's like 100% down. It's like a little more than halfway set the depth onto the bottom, but not quite. Maybe not quite two-thirds of the way down. It's not too bad for me.
I like where it was, and I could also see through it, which was nice. You know, those toasts, they can be kind of obtrusive.
Well, I'm glad we could have that discussion. Now, let's include the rest of the people.
Hey, it's a new feature, man. We don't talk about these things.
I didn't think there would be a whole lot of people in here tonight, simply because it was the last few hours of the contest. People are doing last minute
I
changes.
published mine.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us about it?
Little parkour world. I tried playing on mobile. It's hard. It's like you will accidentally jump again, or you just move too fast. I don't know. I put like 500-600 hours in that already.
And it's hopefully you're satisfied with it.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I published
You know
mine.
what? Every contest, I feel like it's never what I wanted it to be, but I always learned a lot.
Yeah.
Always.
I published mine well, it's been published for a couple of days, but I put out a new update just tonight. Nothing major, but it's out there. I'm done touching it for now. I still need to finish my submission, so that means making a video tonight, which if you guys want to check it out after class at 10, it's mobile only, so you'll have to grab your phones or your web browser, and we can check it out. Maybe I can grab some footage for tonight's submission.
Cells, right?
Yeah.
You broke off there for me. What was the end of that?
Yeah.
We'll get some video. We'll get some video for get some content for my video submission tonight.
You want me to send you some of playing it?
Why, do you have
So
some? I mean, I'm gonna read.
I had it loaded up. I was playing it the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
I was wondering if you had a leaderboard or something. I was gonna ask you.
Yeah, there's leaderboards in there.
Yes.
Yeah, there's not other people, is there? I don't think so.
Huh?
Anyway, we'll test it out as a group after
Sure.
class, and I'll try to get some video then too. If anybody wants to.
Can you hear voices in Cell?
You can.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was actually talking to John in it earlier.
Okay, so we wouldn't have to do it like in a Discord chat like we had been during testing.
No, you wouldn't have to. The voices are set to extended, so I'm not sure really how far they travel on the map themselves. But wherever John respawned after I squished him, I can still hear
You know,
him.
it's interesting. It's interesting because like, how big is the map in that game?
It is 250. It goes out. It's a I think it's a 512 by 512.
Okay, so that's pretty big.
Yeah.
I'm assuming each square on our grid here is what you mean by
Meters.
Yeah, on your regular grid, if you didn't know, the grid is actually measured out in meters. So each little square is a square meter. But yeah. So, I mean,
if you're on
it is big.
mobile and you're doing a game like Cell, is there any reason to technically make it that big? Like, could we make it like, you know, a few meters across?
I guess now that you can shrink the avatars, like you could make your world pretty tiny, I imagine.
But what would really be the benefit to that? Is there one?
I don't actually know of any. And there might be some disadvantages when you get so small.
Yeah. Yeah, because it would reduce the steps, you know, I mean, it would be, I think.
Well, if you know, if you
There's
get too
only
far
so many
away,
numbers to store the,
sure. If you get too far away from the center, things get weird. And why do they get weird? And does that mean the closer you are to the center, the more performant you are?
interesting. Right, because the rounding errors.
Yeah.
But at some point, wouldn't it become granular? Because I'm not sure.
I
That's
think
an
you'd have
interesting.
reverse rounding errors. I think that's what you're thinking about. Is that like when you reduce things down in Horizons, there is like a minimum scale that it cares about, and if you're trying to do math that's meant for a larger scale at that scale, it's gonna start getting clunky.
Mm-hmm. It breaks down and quantized. It's just, I don't know, man. Simulation.
I do
It's been
know.
a long day. Sorry.
I saw a world today for the contest. Somebody was showing it to me. It was actually by M. Runk. And you walk into this room, and it's like an arcade. And so, but everything's closed down. All the cabinets are covered up. Then you walk over to the only cabinet that's not covered up, the only cabinet in the room that has a light on it, and hovering above it, you know. And then once you join the game, it's like you are scaled down, and now you're an avatar, like inside that game in the world that you were just standing inside of. It's pretty neat.
Oh, cool.
So people standing in the world can look down and you know see you playing the game on the table.
That's kind of like metaphysical. Me? What was that? Oh, I can't hear her very well.
Yeah, it was remember the board game one? The board game Latvia or whatever it was. We're walking about with all the items and that kind of was there.
Here in Horizon, or?
Yeah, because I was gonna make Tinykin. I don't know if you heard of Tinykin. But right as I was thinking about that, they dropped one and it was called Board Game Latvia. I'll get by its front.
Sounds
And
familiar.
that game Tackle, that was part of the same series. You might remember that, it was a word game.
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
I think it'd be cool if you could like get the data about the way the avatar looks that's going into that like that game, and then make a giant NPC avatar standing at the window that looks exactly like the player that went in, so you could look up and see their giant head playing the game.
Okay. Yeah.
I suppose you could also use it to make a true mirror in here.
Mm-hmm.
Although we have mirrors now, so why would you?
Right.
Wow, I just showed my age in Horizons.
That's the first thing I made. Was a mirror. That's the first script I ever wrote.
What did it do?
So I had an object that was hidden, and then I put a trigger in front of it a ways. It extended out. The trigger was the same cross section, but it extended out from it. And that was a pixel, right? And then, so when you enter the trigger, it just hides that thing. Right? Or, I mean, it shows the thing if you enter the trigger. And then when you exit the trigger, it hides it. So then you make an array of a whole bunch of those in a door shape. And you don't see anything, but you come up to it, and all these boxes start showing up where you're colliding with it, because it's an array. And it's like a mirror, you know. I mean, you can like wave and stuff, and you see your hands moving around and things.
It's so simplistic but awesome.
Yeah, mirror. Because we didn't. I came from alt space, and I wanted a mirror or a camera. Dude, they have 3 cameras in alt space with monitors. You have a camera and a monitor, or display, right? So you just put your camera where you want in the world, put your display where you want in the world. You could put it at the starting point and have like a hideout, and you've got surveillance on your star. There's all kinds of things you could do with that. I missed that feature. So I wanted a mirror.
Well, did anybody bring?
Yeah, it was fun. Cool.
Did anybody bring any questions with them tonight that they were waiting, or that's anything that they want to ask? Starpool, you have one? Happy, did you have one too?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
You can go ahead first.
We'll get Star, and then you.
Yeah, I actually posted this question in the MHCP forum, but nobody's answered it yet.
Okay.
So I just want to let you know that I've been trying to work on this, but I'm wondering about a primary icon assignment for. I'm just trying to get the player to throw a dice in mobile, and it throws it fine, Scrabble, but to release the dice, the only option that was available was drop, because if I assign it throw, nothing happens on mobile.
Okay.
Am I missing something? Do I not know how to assign primary icon?
Well, I don't think there's a whole lot. I know there's a few steps, and I'm just trying to like conjure them off the top of my head, especially for mobile. I don't think I know them by heart, but I do think that there was and you probably already found this, but there was a toggle for enabling throw on the object in the property panel. But I think it has to almost definitely has to have physics, but probably physics and grabbable, of course, before you might even see that toggle or see the option to throw when the player picks it up. But
yeah.
If I remember right, throwing is like you hit the throw button, and then that puts them in like a rear back pose, and then either you hit it again or you click fire or something, and then that actually throws the object.
Don't you hold the button and that determines how far it's thrown?
Yeah, because I think there's a lock where it locks on, and there's one where you just let go and it let goes with it, right? Is that how that works?
I think when I was throwing the camera the other day, we were viewing it, the head camera. I think I had to hold the button, and that would like a little scroll bar would appear around the button, and then like when I let go, that like scrolling mechanism determines something about the distance.
But
Isn't there like a script attached to it? What's a script?
Like grip, like you do like a grip animation. Like I have a thing where like a knife, and before it didn't work on mobile, but then once I put the script for like the fire, I think it is, it has to match the word of the action, and then that allowed me to like swing the knife. But I had to have a script for that.
And where did you get the script?
I don't think for throwing.
It was just one line script.
Not it shouldn't be for throwing. I mean, like you said, you were throwing a ball around with my camera attached to it the other day, and we had no script on it as far as that goes. But you're saying, if I understood you correctly, you were saying that like the throw action button was not appearing on screen.
No, it does.
Okay.
It doesn't respond. So the grabbing happens from, tapping on the hand, and then when you hit the throw button, nothing happens.
You have to do the one action in there, throw action, put that in the drop bar. Properties, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'll try
Are the physics enabled, I wonder?
Yeah, the physics on the back, the die are enabled, and it's travelable, and it works perfectly in VR, just not on mobile.
Well, yeah, I mean, and of course they were saying you were saying that you actually had to press and hold it.
Yeah, but it sounds like she's saying that it doesn't even drop. Which like even if if I initiated it, but like didn't hold it, I think it still like fell pretty much right in front of me. But I don't remember
Because when I did it with my sword, it never worked until I attached the action to the icon or whatever, like sword, and then start swinging like a sword instead of mobile. So you have to give it a certain action like throw, right?
Yeah,
Or throw.
Fire or something.
Maybe
You gotta give it a certain action.
maybe primary has to be fire at least,
Yeah, throw, whatever you're trying to do.
or you can try throw. Yeah, if you don't have one of the 3 action buttons like primary, what secondary, tertiary, try setting one of those to throw or fire, and see if that'll work. There's really nothing more that we're kind of scratching our heads as to why it isn't working, because there's not more to do in order to make that work. Grabbable, physics, enable the toggle in the panel, and honestly, I thought that would have been it.
Yeah, that's never worked for me.
I wonder if you could screen record next, like try it again tonight after class, and then screen record what it looks like, so that maybe there'll be something in the screen recording that we're like, oh, I know it's wrong. Because like just sitting here thinking about it, I think.
You do it on VR or desktop?
I'm doing it in VR.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you said it worked fine in VR, but it didn't work on mobile.
He's saying how did I build it?
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah. Sorry, nothing
Give that shot.
Yeah, nothing definitive on that one, but yeah, there's definitely nothing secret about it that I can think of that you're missing, though. It may just be
Are you in our
misbehavior.
Discord already, Starpool?
Sorry, huh?
Are you in our Discord already? Sorry.
No, I'm not.
If you want to,
What's the Discord?
the website behind me has a link at the top, and that might be the easiest way to get you there.
Yeah, okay. Alright, cool, I'll do that.
And that way, if you have more questions or if you have more details, you can share them with us there.
Alright, thank you.
You're welcome. Happy, I think we're waiting.
I got down a rabbit hole on Earthlight. So the whole image thing was kind of like frustrating, but if I make it just use the VR without an MEO, can I change the RGB on in GIMP without VR, and then use that for the metalness? Or no?
Oh my goodness, I'm not an artist.
Yeah, cool.
GIMP, you can modify the channels, and yeah, if you know the opacity of like a PNG is the roughness, so kind of shininess of it, sort of. So yeah, you can make it like I use Photoshop, but I do 10% opacity or like 5% opacity. It doesn't even seem right, you know, because you're looking at it and it's washed out. But you save it, bring it in, and it's shiny.
Yeah, Blue sent me that. I tried to bring that GIMP, and I don't know. It looked like I don't know. Yeah, I can't even see it. So.
But metallic though, there is a metal material. So if you name your material, I have to look at the sheet, but I believe you name your material _metal.
Yeah. With the MEO and VR.
No, with the VR, it just changes it from roughness to metallicity or something.
The material is metal with a VR texture.
Yeah, there's like a separate metal option.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, check into that. Look at those docs. They have the corresponding material names. And
I know how to do everyone else. I've done 200, animated thing and blew out. Fucked up my headset. Remember that?
Yeah.
Stuff. Yeah. Done all but metal. Metal is just. I mean, I brought in a bunch of metal, and then I saw his metal PNG, and it came out like couldn't see it. But then I tried to bring it in GIMP and look into it because I don't know anything about GIMP. But yeah, cause you changed my BR to something. What did you drop on that one? Blue, just alpha? Or
What?
no? Like that BR? Because you reset me back a metal BR, right? And it was
No.
completely like what? Because my BR was white, yours was like empty.
No.
So you gotta take the. But it worked. It was metal, shiny as shit.
Not me. I didn't send you no metal.
Okay.
Yeah, there might have been Joseph, but I don't know. Or it could have been some.
Wrong name then. But there's metal, but then I gave him one and he sent me one back and it was empty. But I gave him a white one and then the MEO, but then he gave me just a BR and it worked. I don't.
Yeah, I don't mess with that sort of thing. I'm not sure. Definitely wasn't me.
Yeah, the shiniest metal I ever got was from Substance Hanger.
This
I
little
don't
green
know.
alien.
Set up a preset. I paid for it for a time and then I canceled it. But I set a preset for the MEO and made this a gold nugget, and it's the shiniest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, dude. Nice. It's like $60 a month though for that, isn't it?
Yeah. A lot of people just, I don't know, I've seen some things where people are painting on a tablet, they're just painting on the model on the tablet, and they move it around and just paint this side and paint this over here. It's really cool.
Okay. Anyways.
Yeah.
Were there any other questions? Anybody else have anything? Anybody just what? Say what?
I have a statement, Blue.
You have a statement?
Yeah.
Okay, what is it?
Tuesday, my Quest 3 got caught on fire.
Oh. Wow.
I was playing on it, and it was charging at the same time. I smelled something burning, so I thought my candles started to burn down the house. I take off the headset, the whole front covers was melted. Burnt plastic, and there was black smoke coming out of it.
What were you charging of it?
Portable battery.
Okay.
What,
Do you do that often, or was that something?
Yeah, I'm doing it now still. I've been doing it for about 3 months, and it just decided like, yeah, I quit.
Yeah, with the same battery.
Yep.
Okay. Interesting. Was
I tried. Huh?
Same 3 headset?
No, I would chew on now.
Okay.
the same melted headset? Yeah.
I just sent it back. I just sent it to Meta's headquarters.
Yeah, that's
Is there,
hopefully.
they were denying my warranty because they're claiming I dropped it, which I have not. So I just got Meta's address and I just mailed them a box with a burnt headset.
Did they ask for it, or you just sent it to them?
No, I just shipped it to them. And I also, not only that, I also put in 2 letters.
Okay.
Which 2 letters? That's you?
Yes, but there was also another one.
Oh, okay.
Meta.
Dude, that's terrifying. Was it hot?
Extreme, yeah.
Well, I mean, okay.
It's hotter than the 2.
Hot enough to
Well, I
melt.
was actually like going to like take off my headset. Like, well, you can't see it. I just put my hands by my head.
It's just it's all soft and mushy and
I went
hot.
to take off the headset and like literally my hands enter fire.
Yeah. Oh man, that's scary.
This is what I like about the Pro.
I get it through
Yeah.
that referred to
Hands
another
behind my head.
days.
Is it working?
Yes, it's working. You're so cool.
This thing. I hope so. I was spending so much money on it, and then
Yeah,
it's discounted.
with my hands.
They discounted it like a
you
week
know what,
after.
though? You can do faces, and I'm very jealous about it.
Yeah, it's fun.
What? Just a wink after that.
What's going on?
Yeah,
What's going on with my headset?
I'm with Brian. I'm with Switch Eye.
And how fast can you link back and forth?
No, I can't. But you know.
It's fun. Well, I like it. It gives more nuance to the conversation, I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah, yeah. I remember back when I wore the headset. I remember there were times where it's like, I'm glad I don't have one because I would be turning it off because I don't feel like, I don't know, I don't feel like engaging my face in this conversation.
I feel like if it's that kind of conversation that engages my face in a negative way, then you kind of deserve it. So, you know, it's just like it's a feedback loop.
I mean, yeah.
I wondered, like, so it's not super noticeable in real life, but one of my eyes is closed more than the other, like, always.
Mine too.
Yeah. And I always wondered, oh, really? Because I didn't notice it when we met. I always wondered if, like, that would appear that way in the headset, you know, and that kind of worried me. But, I don't know, maybe it wouldn't.
It can.
Is it giving you BurnBuns? Are you making fun of my eye?
What are you talking?
Got one eye closed for me right now.
Yeah, I got a question though, Blue. You're on mobile.
Yeah.
Is this too close?
I mean, it's pretty close. It's like you want to be
Is this still too close?
Yeah, it's too close.
Right.
Are you first person or third person? Are you third person or first?
I'm first.
He's, yeah. I don't know, that sense of presence. I enjoy it.
Okay,
With
we
3D.
stop that. You called my bluff, you're right.
I was trying to look down at your hand, but see what you were doing, but I can't do it without leaning forward too. So. Well, if there aren't any more questions, I know there were some patch notes this week.
Ooh.
But before we go over the patch notes, did anybody notice anything new or been using anything new? No? Just same old this week?
Well,
No Gizmo?
Oh yeah.
Have you
what's the new Gizmo?
have you used it?
I haven't, we pulled it out and looked at it, but we didn't really use it. It's that shop one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so that one's in the notes. There is an in-world shop gizmo. And so basically it just makes it easier to sell like an array of items. So you don't have to build the menu that sells your items. You can literally just add the items to this gizmo, and the gizmo will present them, and it's like a turnkey store gizmo for IWP. So that was one of the patch notes. If you've been building your own, and we all have up until this point, if you've been building your own kind of menus, now you don't have to do that anymore. You can just replace it with this gizmo, and all your items will be sellable right there in the gizmo. Even
I think it does have a limit though of 8.
well, I don't know if that's the upper limit. I know that was the default number that it started with. But I saw where you could change that number. I didn't play around with it to see how high you could go with it though.
Okay.
Yeah. So, one of the other features, and I think someone mentioned this, I can't remember if it was here during class or during last week's Build with BluNet, but thumbnail A/B testing. So that was in this week's that was out last week, but it was in this week's patch notes. If you're not familiar with thumbnail A/B testing, that would be like setting two thumbnails for your world. Horizon will deliver the thumbnails between your traffic evenly, and supposedly the one that performs better, gets more clicks in the menu, is the better thumbnail, right? But so this is a little system in the web portal that kind of allows you to set up and track that sort of A/B testing, at least with thumbnails anyway.
Only 20 items, by the way.
20? Is that the number?
20.
Okay, cool. Thank you. That's quite a bit. That's a lot. I mean, does that mean, so if you had 20, you can just pull out a second gizmo and you've got 20 more, right? Should be.
If you could do that, can you make 1,000?
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of gizmos for one. At some point the world's going to get mad about all of that. There was so this says introducing performance tools for mobile. So real-time metrics view live FPS, CPU time metrics, and monitor your content's performance in real time. So apparently they brought the ability to pull up the real-time metrics in the web version or the mobile version. If you didn't know and you are testing on web, you can hit P on your keyboard and that'll pull up the metrics for you. But apparently we have the option to do that in mobile now as well, so you can see performance metrics on those platforms. Again, they added more assets this week for like the third week in a row, I think it is, 150 more assets. So they're really loading that asset library up.
I don't believe they're trying to get rid of these old-timey builders. Just keep doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, they won't. Well, they always want worlds faster. Quite a bit of quality of life improvements listed in the notes. Let's see if any of these make any sense to any of us. Mesh type assets now only count towards the world entity limit, reducing the object capacity impact, allowing creators to create much larger worlds. So I don't know what it was counting towards previously, but apparently, and I don't even know why. I wonder, I don't know what it was counting towards, but anyway, apparently we can make bigger worlds because as a result now.
Maybe it was being double counted, and because objects are heavier than what mesh typically is.
The wording is they now only count towards world entity limit, as if they were counting towards that and something else. And now they narrowed it down to just entity limit. Anyway.
Well, could you just add spawn it all then?
Huh? Well, there's still a limit.
Spawn doesn't count as capacity, right?
Well, no, you still hit a limit even with asset spawning where we won't spawn no more.
I mean, yeah, eventually kick it out of the game, yeah.
Well,
Maybe because it was counting towards geo as well as objects.
Maybe instead of just maybe. I'm not. I mean, that's about the only.
Like procedural environments.
That's about the only thing that makes sense when it comes to mesh assets. It's a geo and entity count, right? Like, what else would it be? But anyway. Improved LOD mesh debug visualization for creators. Not anything I'm terribly familiar with. I know what LOD as level of detail, and that's a feature they recently gave us the ability to mess with. But mesh debug visualization, I'm not sure at all what that refers to. Added a prompt for creators to enable the Horizon UI script module when first creating UI scripts. I don't get that one either. Because first of all, how do you know I'm creating a UI script? Like, I have to make my UI script manually. I don't understand that one either. Creators can now detect when a player begins and ends focused interaction with custom UI, leaderboard, debug console gizmo. Adds firing the code block event on player entered focused interaction and on player exited focused interaction events when users interact with the debug console and custom UI gizmos, but apparently not the leaderboard. It left that one out, or did it? I don't know. But anyway, that was kind of annoying. That's something I'd ran into, is the inability to detect whether or not an NPC or a player had interacted with the UI, opening it or closing it. Because you could use that event, so like they interact with the UI, you could use that open event to now update the UI to like represent what you want it to represent for that specific player. Before, like, you had to put a trigger around the UI or something and do it when they entered that trigger. So that's super handy. Using multi-select to upload LOD files now uploads them in ascending order by default. Okay. Moved disk writes to worker thread, reducing main thread blockages and increasing overall performance. I like how technical the logs are getting. Ability for creators to create worlds with a player cap of 1. I think we talked about that last week, but they put it in the notes this week. You can now multi-select entities in the desktop editor and edit shared properties. Although the patch notes say you can do that, I have yet to actually have the ability to do that, so I'll keep my fingers crossed on that one, because it would be great if it did come about. It's in the notes. I haven't seen it happen yet. Improved sound effect and ambient audio generation tooling with 10% faster output, as well as enhanced sound quality, which can integrate into experiences you are building. So that's pretty neat. So sound generation AI got a little better, apparently. Creators can now search and attach scripts directly from the properties panel. You can also create and attach new scripts from the templates that work out of the box for common use cases such as trigger zones and custom UIs. Yeah, they changed the way attaching scripts kind of functions in the desktop editor a little bit. I think they might be gearing up for like being able to attach multiple scripts to an object. Few bug fixes. Fixed a bug where replacing and adding assets would hang for up to an hour before timing out. Okay, that sounds terrible. Like, who was the one that waited the whole hour and decided that was the limit? Fixed a debug where the in-world purchase creation flow was broken while an image was imported. Okay. Fixed a bug where meta credit balance in the product description page would not update after completing a purchase. Fixed a bug where an open in browser dialog box would appear in the desktop editor when trying to click any link, which should only appear when in MR, mobile reality. I think that's what that stands for anymore.
Yeah, usually mixed reality.
It's mobile reality. Fix the bug in Gen AI tools where 3D model generation would sometimes hang indefinitely until the editor was restarted. That sucks. I think I actually saw someone report that one. Fixed a bug where mobile and web users were able to hear the other player, or were unable to hear other player audio when pre-warming / joining the world. Fixed a bug where creating an asset when trying to update it would lead to an infinite update loop in certain cases. There's new documentation talking about world traces. So if you're trying to chase down an issue in your world where something's causing performance problems, sometimes a trace might be the only thing to accurately tell you where it's coming from. So there's a new document up that kind of details how kind of details that feature a little more. Added documentation for the A/B testing stuff, so there's docs for that. Updated spawn point gizmo topics to include, I think, that new gizmo. Now, the last 3 points are pretty neat. One of them in particular, if you haven't read them yet. And these are upcoming release roadmap. So these aren't features that are in the world yet, but they'll be here soon. World load time reduction, always a thing I like to see occur. Texture size reductions for improved editor performance. Sounds good, sounds good. But the most important one, animation imports directly into the editor, which converts to Horizon Unity runtime.
Whoa.
Is what it says.
Wow.
So that's, yeah, wow, that's
It's a great deal.
animation importing, yeah, finally, right?
Finally.
It's only been 3 years, 4 years.
Will that make making videos much more possible, or like
No,
GIFs?
no, this,
Can you publish sounds recorded in the desktop editor? Or, I mean, not recorded in the desktop editor, but imported? Can we import sounds?
yeah. Yep, it's out there. No, I think this is related to the animation of avatars and assets.
Oh, so not like anything you animate in Blender.
You would animate avatars in Blender, and then you can bring in the animation asset, import it into Horizon, and like apply it to NPCs or something.
I guess I was imagining like using the animation tool in Blender, and I don't know if this is even possible, but like people are always trying to make, high frame rate videos happen here in Horizon. Could you do it easier in Blender and then import it as an animation?
Yes.
I have no idea. I could be wrong.
I don't know. I've not had any access to it. I've never done it, and I'm not an artist or 3D Blender guru or anything. I don't know if we have any of those here that could tell us, but anyway, that is exciting news, and that's all of the notes for this week. And we just got about a few more minutes left here this evening. if anyone else had anything else that they wanted to ask about or bring up.
Well, that when you import like a model from a outside source, instead of like Gen, they have these animations that they have, like bones or whatever. You can control the bones.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's, I don't know how to like, if you just export that all as one. Just the bones, like we can delete them as FBX.
Yeah, so it's animation.
So it is? Okay, I have no idea. I'm like,
I would imagine that's what it's gonna be,
Yeah.
which would be really cool. Because yeah, you can download those from it's called Mixable.
Yeah. Yeah, Sketchfab's a good one. That's what I use.
There's a lot of places. There's even a thing now that I guess you can put in your own character and it'll generate the animations for you.
Oh,
AI is doing stuff.
I love that AI shit, dude. I've been scared of it. Like, that shit's so helpful.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, can't even tell you.
More helpful every day. I've started just this week. I started venturing into building agents. So like you take like multiple AI, and you use this system that links them all together, and then like basically like a set of blueprints. You just connect the dots, and then this system just like engages with all of these different AIs with all of these different capabilities to like complete this task that like no one AI could do on its own. But when you tie them all together with this system, and it goes and requests and retrieves the information, processes it, decides what AI to send it to next. It's getting wild, man.
Yeah.
I'm
It's all
using
about context, though.
I'm using paid ChatGPT 4.0 for helping me with TypeScript scripting. I fed it with all the API documentation and taught it, and if I run into a roadblock, I throw my script in and say, I'm trying to do this. I even give it screenshots of my world, what I'm trying to do, and it will help me aircraft my script and give me a good working script.
No doubt. Yeah, if you prime it with the right information, which it sounds like you've gotten pretty good at it, it's super effective, and I use it that way as well.
Context. I've been just resetting every time. I'm like, you stupid. I'll try another one. This one's close. Let's do another.
No, you gotta be specific. When you do
I gotta give it to Horizon 4 or what?
No, I'm using ChatGPT and I give it all the API documentation that.
For Horizon 4, right?
Yeah. And I tell it, I go, I tell it, I say, remember this, store it in your databases for future scripting projects, and it will say, okay, I will, and then it pulls from it.
Oh, you can actually say it's that deep, goes that deep?
Yeah. And then if it starts running into a problem, I will tell it, hey, go do a deep research online and find the answer, and if it finds the answer and fixes it, I say, okay, now commit that to your database for future references, and it will.
You got AI building your world right now, don't you? That's awesome.
Just helping me with scripting, that's it. There's the design stuff I'm doing on my own.
You have to ask the right questions and stuff.
Yeah, I'm learning how to say it.
Yeah,
It's like knowing what tools you need to get at the hardware store, for a project. Like you have a project and if you dig a hole, well, you're gonna need a shovel, so that's one thing. Yeah.
Research.
Terrible metaphor, sorry.
Yeah, it's terrible. Sometimes I go to the hardware store and I'm like, I'm trying to make this opening in the ground. I don't know what tool I need. I just want to get the dirt that's there and I want to put it over there.
That's hilarious as long as you do it that way.
Just grab a lawnmower.
Yeah, video.
No, not a lawnmower. It's got to move the dirt from there to there.
Pretty sure a lawnmower will do it for you. If you use it wrong enough.
This AI stuff is wild, and it's starting to make me think that like I'm falling behind. I mean, I definitely am.
Yeah.
What?
It's
Using it?
No, not using it. Not being on top of it.
Yeah, I'm on it like I'm crazy or something.
Yeah.
I'm not
I
crazy.
feel like people who are like neglecting it like me are gonna be like just absolutely either left behind or
Normies.
like
There's a bunch of
just
normies
just
walking
spinning
around.
their wheels so hard to keep up.
Just a
People
bunch.
here in North Dakota are like, hey, I just feel like you take over the world. I'm like, no, just ask it to do something, dude.
Just a,
It's
just a
like
bunch
you
of
know, dude.
a
Try to
willful,
hurt you.
just willfully ignorant normies walking around.
Everybody in North Dakota, man. That's everybody.
That's what they call me, willfully ignorant right here.
All right, very good. Well, it is at the hour, and so we're gonna go ahead and let everybody go. Appreciate you all coming. If you want to stick around, I'm either gonna drop a portal, or honestly, if you guys just want to grab your phones and look up sales, like body sales, just all one word, and want to pop over there in just a little bit. I'm going to try to record some footage and get my video submitted in the next couple of hours. But other than that, like I said, appreciate everyone coming. We are scheduled again next week, so we will be here same time. Also, don't forget Tuesday nights in Discord, 9 p.m. Eastern. We're doing Build with BluNet. I think next week's topic, we're done with camera APIs. We did that. It's not in stone yet, but next week's topic may be focused interaction, player focused interaction. We may tackle that one. So that's in the core. Yeah, that's in the core. I've not played with it personally, so this will be fun. It'll be a learning experience for me, but yeah, come figure it out with us on Tuesday if you want. All right, guys.
Just to add, I wanted to add something because I see a few new faces tonight. Do make sure you add the Discord, join the Discord. It's so useful in between classes because we're only here once a week, right? Go to the website here, and what is that at the top? You can.
Yeah, I think it's in the top right where the social media links are.
But like you can copy and paste stuff in there all week long, and we're pretty active on there. Wow.
Yeah, they give about $100 a week if you're online on the website. $100 a week, click it. You're good, man. They spend a lot of money, man.
We don't make any money.
No money. No money.
Look at him. Tiny.
Oh, so it's their website.
Thank you.
That's like spoke to week number, man.
You gotta say it in a real tiny voice. You got real.
This is our website, everybody.
Awesome.
We wish we could change the voices of it.
Yeah, change your pitch down, make it real high. Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh no.
Yeah. It's
It is, yeah. We discovered.
Walk over regret, buddy.
We discovered that the hard way. All right, see you in a few minutes.
Alright, I'm gonna sign off, everybody. See you guys next week. Maybe if you're going over the cells right now, I'll see you in a minute.
Hey, yeah, bye guys. Hey,
Yeah.
fix Mutz before you go. Fix my audio. Fix my audio. Fix my audio. Oh my God.
You can do that. Whatever you want to do.
Hey, Blue, how many boosts are there on that?
What?
Leaderboard for everybody?
Huh?
Or is it just a personal leaderboard?
Just change the first voice to nearby, so.
There's-
Just a personal leaderboard? Everybody played it. It's cool, man. I like the AWD you use.
Yeah,
But is there like a world leaderboard too? I saw the leaderboard on the right side.
Yeah, if you're in the menu where you hit play, you should be able to click leaderboard instead.
Oh, I didn't even see that button though. Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't show up live. Okay.
All right, I'll see you over there.
Cells. Yeah, cells. Cells. Yeah.